Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Big P here, biggest gob in sport. Well, nice to get back from Spain. I really enjoyed it. We'll go straight into action, shall we? But first of all, can I just give a couple of shout outs to a few people? I want to thank Spartan Civil Engineering and Demolition for backing Porky's Corner. Thank you very much. Means a lot to me. I've got the promo video to do on Friday at Cameron's new studio in, where's that? Fitzwilliam, is it? Up that way? That's where Jeff Boycott's from, that. So we're going to do that. I want to thank Welcome Estates for flying me out to Spain and everything they said they'd do for me, they've done. When people approach you and they want to fly you out somewhere, put you in an hotel and just tell you you can eat and drink what you want and ferry you about and give you good advice and things like that. I think that's fantastic. For me, coming from a coal mining village, it's not very often you get treated like that. Although I have been treated like that by quite a few people in the last 10 years, but it's nice when people do something nice, isn't it? I enjoyed it out there in Spain. Through hard work. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Walking around with a camera and having meetings from 7 in the morning until, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock at night. Long days. It was a long week, but we worked hard and we played even harder. And of course, that has an effect next day, doesn't it, when you're a bit rough? But I enjoyed it. I'd like to think I've made a few pals while I was out there. Gary Cornforth, who owns Welcome Estates. A lot of people don't know this, so I'm just going to speak from the heart. I met him through his sister, Sue, who had her teeth done at Cosmetic Beach when I had my teeth done. Sue had to go out there 3 times, not 2 times, to have her work done because there was a bit of an issue or something with something, but it got sorted and her teeth looked lovely. But not long after she passed away, and which was very, very sad. Very sad. But I got to meet Gary at Sue's mum's in Droylsden in Manchester. Had a quick chat with him, and he sent me a few text messages wanting to help me out and give me some advice and wanting to sponsor the channel. But we just never got round to it. But we have now, I suppose. And so I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart and how they treat me out there. I am a bit out there, not everybody's cup of tea. I thought I'll just be myself because obviously they've seen my Welcome Estates, have seen my videos and that, so they must have seen something in me. But I was out there and I was out there to graft. It weren't laid on beach like some of my pals from my village where I'm from. Oh, that were all right, laid on beach all day. It weren't like that at all. But I was treated royally, and I don't forget things like that. So you treat me royally, you get it back tenfold. All right. So I want to thank them. What Welcome Estates do? They sell properties in Spain, and villas, penthouses, and all that kind of thing. And they've got a scheme that's started up called Refer a Friend. I've got no, I don't think I'll get them this week. But you'll see the code to scan on, you'll see this code to scan, get a business card. Got little business cards here, the Porky's Corner, and there's a code on it. Now, if anybody's interested in joining the scheme, get in touch with me and I'll rig it up with these things. Gary thinks it's a good thing for all the people that follow my channel. Obviously not all 12,160 of you are going to be doing it, are you? Because everybody's got their own lives, haven't they? But for those of you who are looking for a bit of an extra income, if you want to refer a friend and you know anybody who is interested in buying a property in Spain, just get in touch. If them people go out there and view any properties, you'll get yourself 50 quid and you'll get some commission on the sale. It looks like I might have already done one. So I'm a bit of a cheeky chappy, and I get where water gets. So that's good, isn't it? And but you've got to be in it to win it. And I think it's a good scheme for all you people who are sat at home doing no. And so it's even a good scheme for trolls who are laid in the bedrooms doing no. Get yourself a few quid. Don't tell anybody though. Don't tell anybody, or you have tax man coming for you. I'm only joking. But look, you've got to be in it to win it. And some of the properties out there are gorgeous. And we all know somebody who's interested in buying a property abroad. Don't well, I know quite a few people. But it all depends on price. I mean, for example, I've just been speaking to somebody out here and I said, "Would you buy one abroad?" He went, "How much are they?" So they start about 200 grand up to 2 million. She said, "No, I'd never buy one." I said, "Well, if I told you you could have one for 10 grand, would you buy one?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, so you buy one then?" So it's about price, isn't it? That's how I look at it. But I'm going to give a few little goodies away at the end of the video. But I just want to say that you'll see the link and whatnot on the documentary that's in production. I think Cameron's going to start that on Friday, so that'll be a few weeks. But it's just something that's coming up, and if other YouTubers are involved in doing what I'm doing, get in touch with me, porkycorner@mail.com. Get in touch with me, and I'll advise you accordingly. All right. We've got that out of the way. We spoke about Spartan demolition, and right down to business now. I think I've covered everything there. Right, down to business. The normal everyday business, what we do. Right, we're changing channel up a little bit. I've got everybody's attention now in boxing. Well, I know I have anyway. When you've had people like Daniel Kinahan ringing Dennis up, saying, "Oh, could you get Porky not to put Spencer Fearing in helmets?" He gets a bit offended. If you've had votes, you're going in. If you don't believe me, go and ask Peter Fury. And I had to go see Peter at Salford Sharks for a meal, and say, "You know, why have you put me in helmets? That's the way you've had votes." You know what I'm like. Peter there with all his sons, they're all 6'6" to 6'8", all big lumps. And Peter just laughed it off and ended up doing a promo video for me, didn't he? Telling people that I speak from heart and I'm a good person and all that. And well, I think that's good, isn't it? So if Peter Fury can take it on chin, I'm sure Spencer Fearing can. And I've got nothing against Spencer personally. Now I have said about him on this channel a few times, but hey ho. So we're changing channel up a little bit. We're not going to be doing helmets no more. We're going to be doing something called Heroes of the Month. So get your votes in for Heroes of the Month for November. I filmed the last helmets. I did it in Spain last week. So that'll be the last one at helmets. So if people don't like that, well, what can I do? But I've got a couple of these, so I'm going to give one of these away. This is a Porky's Corner helmet. You know, when I used to rinse people, so I've got a couple of these. So if somebody wants one of these, first person who emails me, porkycorner@mail.com, and tell me a good reason why you want one of these, and you can have that. So that's done. I've got another one somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's got a bit of paint spilt on it. So that's done. I'm keeping the old, the red one. I like that one. It's a bit of a cyborg mask, that, isn't it? I'm a bit of a mask man, me. I like masks. I had a rate good mask a few years. I get Lee Froch. I get Lee Froch or Carper. I think I get it Cobra. But I like masks. I'm a bit out there, aren't I? But this is a good mask. I'm not getting this one away, but I've got a couple of helmet ones. So that's that. So we're going to be changing it to Heroes of the Month. Weapon at Week. I don't know what we're doing with Weapon at Week. I've shelved that last last month or so. People say to me it's too personal, you know, because I pick it. But with helmets at month, that's the boats, isn't it? So, but like I just said earlier, I've got everybody's attention in boxing. I know when people like Eddie Earn are watching my videos, Kinahan ringing Dennis up, in tech fearing out. Helmet, Tony Bellew rung Dennis up complaining. There's been other people trying to go around the houses. If there's a problem, you get in touch with me, porkycorner@mail.com. We've had Bricktop's brother ringing next door. I had Frank Warren ringing me a few years ago. That was before started all this Porky's Corner. That was when I were a nuisance on Twitter. So I were a nuisance on Twitter. So if I offended anybody on Twitter, I apologise from the bottom of my heart. No, I do honestly. I was pretty ruthless on Twitter, but got everybody's attention now, so we're going to polish the channel up a little bit, but not too much. I still need to have that little bit of edge. But I think when your family and friends are saying, Russ, don't you think that helmet's is a bit, you know, a bit too strong? Maybe, I don't know. But sometimes when you're doing what I'm doing, you've got to create a bit of controversy, haven't you? When I was at Dennis's, one of the first times I ever got a rollicking off him was when I put the Danny Kennedy video out with a challenge to Conor Benn. I got a check and wrote it out for 25 grand and said, Conor Benn, 25 bags here, you're going to fight our guy, Danny Kennedy. I think they were both 7-0 or 6-0 at the time. Dennis is like, well, 25 grand. I said, well, Dennis, I'll pay it if we fight. And he went, oh, I'm going to have Barry Hearn on phone now, complaining, blah, blah, blah. But it got their attention, didn't it? And he got Danny out there, but then he went and drew with Willie Warburton. So that fight was never going to happen, was it? And that Conor Benn would probably ran over him anyway, but he would have got Dennis's guy in the mix, wouldn't it? So I like to think outside the box. It's a bit like with Billboard we've got on side at Factory. I might stick that as a thumbnail on here just for a bit of fun. You've got to get yourself out there. We did it with Mickey Fio videos. I loved Mick with all my heart. And I believed in him, and I believe he wanted to fight John Fury. John shot his mouth off, didn't he? Said he'll fight any man over 50. Mick said, yes, please. The rest, as they say, is history. I set about John dinner for a year. He went into hiding, didn't he? Well, he's come back out now, hasn't he? But I've grown to look at John Fury recently. I think his bark's louder than his bite. I think it's all for a bit of controversy and to create views and all that. So I kind of get him a little bit, but some of the whoppers he comes out with, I don't know. Come out with any more whoppers, John, and I'll bring helmets back. It's like I said to you before, and I'll say it again. When the ice breaks, I'll be underneath it. I'm the crocodile in the water, but at the moment, got to move away from that. Got to move away from that for the time being. So we spoke about the refer a friend scheme. Any YouTubers out there and you want to get involved and you think you can do it and you can just get a mention in your videos, get in touch with me. It's not rocket science, is it? It's something for all of us. All right. And there's plenty to go around. You just got to listen to me. And then you too can be like me in a good position. Because when I started this, it was all a bit of a joke, wasn't it? Everybody all having a bit of a laugh. Dennis's fighters turning up for interviews, probably mocking me. Well, they're not now, are they? That's how I look at it. We spoke about that, like I said, once the link's out under the video, once Cameron sorted it all out, you just scan on it and then everything will come up and it'll show you what properties are available and just refer a friend. So it's going to be helmets to heroes. And that ain't because Eddie Earn sent me an email. I've been looking at shifting helmets for a bit now. It's a bit repetitive, isn't it? And the helmets actually cost 180 quid to do. 180 quid. What's it pulling? 30 quid before tax. Before you take 20, before they take 24%. So it's something that I've liked doing, where it's cost a fortune, and it really it's not a business decision. And you know, a lot of things that are going on around this channel now, it's becoming a bit more about business, isn't it, really, than a bit of a laugh. So, but I really enjoyed it in Spain. Fantastic people, and what a beautiful country. We've got loads of footage, and like we're gonna put it all into a documentary and see what people think, and that's it. But like I said, I met some good friends out there, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? All my pals who come on Zoom, they're all behind me. Let's hope that the Pokey subscribers and the Pokey members are behind me, and who knows, you might even just want to come on board yourself. But anybody else who wants to come on Zoom, get in touch. I'm back now. We're looking at putting a couple of teams together. I'm not going to say an A and a B team because everybody's opinions are different. But there is people who know a little bit more than others who come on Zoom, and some of the people who come on Zoom can hold the crowd a little bit better than others. It don't mean to say that the bad people, the ones that can't hold the crowd, but not everybody's as engaging as other people who have got as much knowledge. But it's something for everybody. But a lot of people have plenty to say in the comment section. But I'll come and say it on here, and let's hear your opinions about boxing. So, okie dokie. Got a couple of t-shirts here. In fact, there's 5 t-shirts. Get this here. Get these, gorgeous. These, aren't they? Victor Andrade Golf Academy. There's some Masters t-shirts. There's Welcome Estates golfing towels. La Finca Masters 2018, never been used. You just took it onto your bag, don't you? But I'm not a golfer. I was playing in Manchester yesterday at Gary's, and he kicked me ass at putting. So that's not for me, although I did do him time before. I think I got 2 out of 2. But just luck. But I'm not a golfer. Went onto that chipping, you know where you chip it. And I was just launching it into net. But no, I am not a golfer. I'll stick to pool and watching box rec on an evening. All right. But right, the question is, and you'll get the first 5. I'm going to give you all a t-shirt and a Welcome Estates towel. Here's the question: how many fights did Muhammad Ali have against Olympic gold medalists? I hope I haven't got this wrong. I think I've got it right. He has fought other Olympians, but it's got to be Olympic gold medalist. How many fights did Muhammad Ali have against Olympic gold medalists? And how many did he win? Which is pretty easy if you go on box rec. How many did he win and how many did he lose? All right. See if I get this in. Cold this morning. Not like waking up in Spain. Story of my life. Norton won against the waste paper bin this morning. So that's about it, really. I'm going to do members areas videos this week. I'll knock a script up for 10 of them and we'll get them out. So they're paying, aren't they? They're the fortunate ones. So they've got to be looked after. We'll get that done this week. Helmets is going out before weekend. And a lot of people have been asking me about doing a video about weight loss. So I'm going to do one about that. Because who knows, some boxers might be watching, but I did cheat really, didn't I? A bit gastric, but you still got to stick to diet, haven't you? So, but like I said, we're taking the channel in a different direction now. But we're still going to do the boxing content and get the boxing out. There's just going to be other videos about other things. All right, I think that's about it, really. About it. I'm going to crack on with my scripts now, and come let me send another cuppa. Happy 50th birthday, Dave. Rotherham United. That must be Townie's cup. Where's my Pokey cups? People keep stealing them. Okie doke. I think we've covered everything. We've covered everything. But like I said, have a think about it. If you're a YouTuber and you want to earn yourself a few quid, I'm going to show you how to do it. If you're smart. If you're smart. If you're not smart, you'll not get a few quid, will you? All right. Peace out.